Hey, what's up, good people? We're turning things on as I come on. Listen, I'm going to post this one a little early. I want to talk about crypto. I want to talk about the state of the market, and Kevin Walsh, as they're having the hearings for his confirmation as Fed chair. We're just going to talk about that briefly. We'll do a more deep in depth video on that. He is friends with Karp, the CEO of Palantir. I want you guys to know that right now. He is extremely wealthy, and you have to be careful. I'm going to tell you guys that are anti just Republican Party. Okay, remember, let's not make this about politics, but this is about our money. You got to see where the money is going. Okay. And everybody that's rich is not evil. Remember, you're trying to be rich. Okay. So I just want to put that out there. And I know some are going to be in the comments, but get out of your feelings, get into this money. So we could see right now, as the hearings are going on, he will be confirmed. Okay. He will be confirmed. Kevin Walsh will be confirmed. Right. We see here breaking news. We'll come back as the ticker comes back around. Kevin Walsh hearing takeaways. Okay, that's good. We'll see some right here. The Fed chair nominee defends finances because he has a lot. Says President Trump never demanded rate cuts. That's a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie. All right. Let's get back to the matter at hand. Okay, so S&P 500 moves into red as oil rises ahead of Iran's ceasefire deadline. You guys know it just keeps getting prolonged. And then just before doomsday, they kick the can down the road again. That's what's been happening. Take your politics out of it. Look at the facts. It's been happening, and it affects your money. Okay, it affects your stock. It affects the price of oil. It affects the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the S&P every single time. You can't argue with facts. Facts don't need your legs. They stand alone. I like that. I think I'm gonna coin that. All right, so let's keep it moving. One of the stock that's making a lot of headroom right now is UnitedHealth. This is one of the stock that we have in Money Moves, okay? One of the stock we have in Money Moves, and we got into it early, and it's up another 8.36%. Let's look at the 5-day. It's up 12%. Guys, this had been beaten down for a long time. You know, the CEO got murdered, unfortunately, and there was a lot of outrage. Of course, there was a lot of outrage at the scandalous, money-hungry way that he ran the business, but still, murder is wrong. Okay, wrong. We condemn that. All right, so we could see for the 5-day, we're up 12%. For the month, this puppy's up 30%. This is a massive company, and it will move an entire industry. Okay. Oh, look down here, guys. Amazon up based on that news. That's a whole nother video. Amazon is up 19.72% over the last month. Okay. Over the last month. Let's see just for the day. Amazon for the day is up 1.3%. Amazon for the week, but for the month, Amazon is doing well, guys, right? Amazon is doing well, and we could see that PayPal is doing well, right? But that's not what I want to talk about. Just keep your eye on that. Tim Cook is stepping down as CEO of Apple. We could see the effect on it, right? Uncertainty. The market does not like uncertainty. So for the day, we're down 2.5%. For the week, we're still up on Apple, okay? For the month, we're doing, for Apple, that's pretty good. Apple just has been hitting a ceiling. Apple's been in consolidation. They're in software and hardware. Everything is focused on the sale of iPhones. They're doing well in China, better in China, I believe, than here in the United States. But there's a lot of moving parts. Some would ask, they don't have, a robust CapEx spend. That means capital expenditures, the amount of money that these big companies are paying for AI, right? Apple has been in the rear with that, and some think that Apple has, missed the opportunity for AI. I wouldn't count Apple out. I have Apple. I'm keeping Apple. Let me know, what about you? Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. Now, I'm going to play a clip from Tom Lee. Now, when he was on, he was hot. He just kept calling against the grain. He was hot. He was hitting everything right. He was proving the market wrong. He was proving the naysayers wrong. And now he's kind of been a little wrong, and people are, counting him out. Listen, don't throw the baby out with the bath water. Let's see what he has to say.
One thing that we were at Fundstrat were emphasizing is that inflation adjusted, even gasoline prices here aren't nearly the burden they were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, even at the '08 peak. And the war is stimulating the economy, and we can see that in the earnings estimates, in the ISM, and even the jobs report. So I think the state of the consumer is one thing versus maybe how they might hear in a radio commercial or the surveys, but I do think the consumer is in better shape. So I think the retail investor will end up chasing this stock rally.
And you think as they do, that will power it higher?
Yes, but for the right fundamental reasons, because earnings estimates are higher. The U.S.'s relative position has really been strengthened by what's been exposed by supply chains through this war. And I think as the world investor looks for growth and they worry about growth in general, they're going to buy the U.S. stock market, which is a growth index.
I agree with Tom Lee. We tend to come late. We tap out when the market goes down. That's why they call us dumb money. And then when the market rebounds, we just put our money on the sidelines. We don't want to deal with that. And then we start to chase back up when the market starts to move back. Unfortunately, that's the backwards way. We don't do that here at Stock Up. We buy fear. And then if we're going to sell greed. But right now, I just been buying and holding long-term positions, and it has worked well for me. We could see right now at the time of filming this, the NASDAQ is selling off. It's actually selling off. And I'm going to show you here. This is my traffic trader live in real time, and it is selling off. It's cooling off, right? So by the end of this video, I'm going to see where it is going down to. Right now it's at 644. We call that a kaboom because it hit my level. And what I would do is I would just, if it continues to go down, I would literally try to go to 643 as a put. I would just try to get to, well, we're almost there. 643. Let's just see how close it would get to 643 as we do this video. Okay, let's see how it would get to it. Okay, so that would be my put position if I was playing this. So let's just keep that highlighted like that. We'll come back to it and we'll see if it turns around or if it stays there. I'm on a 2-minute time frame, and we'll see what's going on with it. Meanwhile, let's talk about Bitcoin. Okay, look at what's happening with Bitcoin. Bitcoin whales accumulate 45,000 BTC. And this headline came up, and let's see if you guys could see this. All right, there we go. Let's just turn it this way. Bitcoin whales buy at the fastest rate in a year, signaling bullish momentum. Okay, bullish momentum, guys. So let's just very quick look at the fear and greed index and see what that's telling us. Now, if you've been following me, this does not surprise you. Okay, I've been constantly saying, especially with crypto, that we need to buy fear and extreme fear. And if you're going to sell, you sell in greed and extreme greed. So now this pendulum, the last time I showed it, it was down here. Now it's going up. Why? People are piling in now, right? They didn't want to buy it down at 60, 59, 65, 70. Bitcoin I'm talking about now. They would rather for it to come up to 75, 76, like it was on yesterday and earlier today. They would rather buy it up at 76, but not you and I, because I'm going to continually tell you the truth, okay? I'm going to continually tell you the truth. Let's just check this. All right, we're starting to retreat. Okay, this is the traffic trader. Long as it goes beneath that dotted line, we're printing full candles. We're still bullish. Okay, that's the 9 EMA. And guys, I just want to just come through and show you guys some things. I want to also show you guys this really quick as it pertains to options. Okay, as it pertains to options. Now, I'm going to show you while I was kind of laying in the bed. I'm just going to tell you guys the truth because I didn't sleep well. So I got up late. I was up ridiculously late. So let's go here. I did this on the Qs, right? You could see 33% QQQ. All right. We just looked at QQQ right there. And I did this on QQQ. And then I'm going to turn it sideways so you'll see. All right. So I did that on QQQ. Then I posted this in Money Moves. Kaboom, we hit our first level. And then I posted, don't be greedy. Take your profits, right? Then I did this on the SPY, another 25%. Then we did this on the SPY, another 20%, another $260. And then we did this on Tesla. One contract, got out. Yeah, Larry, that's only 6%, $65. But I got out, I trust the signal. Then I came in, only did 3%, but I increased my positions and walked away with $75. Why are you showing us that? Because some of you have been losing from being greedy. You don't care about the 3 and the 6%. So you're trying to catch, you're trying to get something that the market is not yielding and you keep losing. Meanwhile, I made $860 while getting ready between 8:30, which market opens here, and 10 o'clock, so an hour and a half. I want to help you to stop the losing and become profitable, okay? So click the top link below, Money Moves, and come join us. As we could see here in real time, it is what? The Qs is coming down. And this traffic trader printed a red light showing you, leading you to the money, okay? Red light coming down. And long as it's beneath here and it keeps printing candles beneath here, we will probably hit 643. Look at that, coming right down to it. So even while I was making this video, you would have been in profit watching the traffic trader. And it will come down and hit this mark. We're going to call this kaboom right here. It's going to come down right down to my level and hit it. It hit all of these levels, okay? And so if you could drive, you could trade. That's what this traffic trader is showing you. If you could drive, you could trade. Again, fast lane is the left, slow lane is the right. In the right lane, we're coming down. In the left lane, we're going up. It's just as simple as that, good people. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. Let's keep our eye on crypto, see what it's doing. I'm holding my positions, have not sold any of my Bitcoin. I bought early. And for those of you that are DCAing, congratulations, you are seeing the reward, okay? You're being rewarded for buying during a downtrend, okay? And that's where a lot of people don't take proper risk, okay? And as you could see, she coming right down to my level, okay? All right, guys, that's what I'm going to leave you with. Listen, if you want to come make money with us, come join Money Moves as we make money. I will be live trading tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, I will come on 5 minutes earlier, okay? So get in, get acclimated, see how things work. I will come on 5 minutes early to help you guys that have been losing with options, or you want to learn how to be better. So I want to help you guys 5 minutes before we go live, and help you with your losses. And then we will be into the live trading session, right? We'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.